If you struggle to lose weight, I'm going to solve your weight loss problem. If you're tracking your calories, eating well, exercising, and doing everything right, but the scale hasn't moved in weeks, it's easy to think you're failing just because nothing is changing. That's not failure. That's a plateau. And today, I'll show you why it happens and how to break through it safely. If you've ever hit that wall, you're not alone. Everyone does. I've gone through plateaus in every chapters of my life. When I was competing in sports in my teenage years, in my 20s through college and corporate life, and again during COVID in my early 30s. Those plateaus weren't failure. They were just my body adapting. It's not your body betraying you. It's your body adapting. And that's actually a good thing. A healthy body adapts to what you give it. You just have to make adjustments. So what exactly is a plateau in weight loss? Let's define it simply. A plateau is when your weight stops going down, even when you're following your plan. Most people think it means they're stuck forever. But what it really means is your body has reached a new balance point. When you lose weight, your body burns fewer calories because it's smaller and more efficient. So what used to be a calorie deficit might just now be enough to maintain your weight. There's a saying about success. What got you here won't get you there. That insight is true for weight loss as well. What worked to lose the first 10 pounds won't always work for the next 10 pounds, and that's okay. It just means you're ready for the next level. There are different reasons why plateaus happen. One reason is a reduced calorie deficit. As you lose weight, your body requires fewer calories to maintain itself. So the number of calories that once created a calorie deficit now just keeps you stable. If you don't adjust your calorie intake accordingly, weight loss will stall. Now, a lot of people will look at this and think, shouldn't I just start with a much larger calorie deficit then? The answer is no. You don't want to do that because too big of a calorie deficit will trigger your body's starvation response, and that comes with all sorts of biological effects that makes it harder to lose weight. Another reason is calorie creep. Over time, you may gradually consume more calories than you think. For instance, you might be increasing portion sizes or snacking more frequently. An extra spoonful here, an extra drizzle of oil there, and your calorie deficit quietly disappears. If you're not paying attention, you can get carried away without recognizing it. For example, people might avoid alcohol while they're trying to lose weight, but then resume drinking socially every other weekend once they've gotten in better shape. As you lose weight, your metabolism may slow down a bit because your body adapts to conserve energy, so you're not burning as much calories. Another reason is hormones. Hormones like cortisol and insulin can also affect appetite and metabolism, making weight loss slower or inconsistent. Another reason is less movement. When you eat less, your body subconsciously saves energy. You fidget less, walk less, take fewer steps. It's subtle, but it can erase hundreds of calories from your daily burn. If you gradually decrease your exercise intensity or frequency, you may also burn fewer calories. Lifestyle factors are also important. If you're stressed out all the time, it could lead to overeating and less physical activity. A lack of sleep not only causes stress, but sleep deprivation can disrupt hormones and metabolism and make you less physically active. So what's the solution? Well, here's how you can break through a plateau. Step 1 is to audit your food intake. For 3 to 5 days, track what you're eating or take photos of your meals. Compare to what you were doing when you were losing weight. Chances are, portions have crept up without you realizing it. Step 2 is to apply the 10% reduction rule. If your meals are consistent but progress have stopped, reduce each meal by about 10%. It's a small, safe adjustment that reignites fat loss without crash dieting. I recommend this method because you don't risk putting your body in starvation mode, where your body's biology starts fighting you and makes it impossible to lose weight. If you need to learn more about the 10% reduction rule, I've made a video about that, and you can watch it here if you want. Step 3 is to add more movement. You don't need more workouts, but you need more movement. It doesn't have to be exhausting exercise. Add 1,000 to 2,000 steps a day, take short walks after meals, or stand up more during the day. These little adjustments make a big difference. Back when I worked in an office, we had an hour for lunch. I'd finish eating in 15 minutes and would spend 45 minutes walking laps around the building. If you're a busy professional, you may have to do it this way too. Step 4 is to manage stress and sleep more. When you're stressed or sleep deprived, your body holds water and increases hunger hormone. It really helps to take 3 to 4 deep breaths throughout the day, especially during moments when you feel stressed. If you have a lot of unavoidable stress in your life, first of all, you have my condolences. Sometimes the solution isn't to push harder, it's to rest better. My recommendation is to prioritize getting more sleep. I would actually prioritize sleep over the typical self-care stuff, like bubble baths, reading novels, or watching Netflix. You don't get the same instant gratification, but the health benefits are way better. And for what it's worth, I think it also helps to have a mindset shift about plateaus. A plateau isn't a roadblock or punishment. It's actually feedback. It's your body saying, I've adjusted. What's next? Every person who succeeds long-term goes through this. The difference is that they don't give up when progress slows. They adapt, just like their body does. Now, if you need free resources, I've linked a free weight loss guide in the description, along with free Notion templates, so you can see exactly where to adjust without guesswork or overwhelm. Now, of course, not every weight loss plateau happens because of calories or movement. Sometimes it's emotional. We're emotional creatures. When stress builds up or motivation fades, food starts becoming comfort instead of fuel. And that's when progress stalls for deeper reasons. In my next video, I'll show you why you eat when you're stressed, how emotional eating sneaks in, and how to finally stop that cycle. Watch that next. It's one of the most important lessons for long-term fat loss.